Hey guys, real quick, before we get started calling, I wanted to go over these four things that I look for when I do reach out to agents. One, condition. Outside of pictures, are there foundation issues or are there structural issues? Two, occupancy. Who's living in the property? Is it the homeowners? Is it tenants? Or is it vacant? Three, motivation. Depending on the occupancy, could determine the motivation. If it's vacant, they don't want to be a landlord. Timeline. How long are you going to wait to get the price that you want? And if so, are you willing to negotiate? So listen to the calls and let me know what you guys think. Who had the best line or who had the best question? Was it me or was it the agent? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear what you guys think. Let's get calling. Hey, Evan is Monte. How are you today? I'm pretty well myself. Thanks for asking. How you been?
For my in-laws wedding.
Nice. That's on our trips list is go to Arizona. What part are you in now?
We're in so right now we're in Scottsdale, but we're gonna be driving this afternoon to Sedano with some ceremonies.
Ah, gotcha. Well, I won't hold you up too much longer. I guess I just wanted to check in with you. Yeah, see how that leasing management company I think you were talking about last time.
Yeah, it's going good. We're just getting everything put together. We expanded into some office space, so we're managing those as well. So pretty excited about everything.
Oh, nice. Well, have fun at the wedding, and I guess I'll just touch base with you whenever you give me a call back.
I'll probably call you as soon as we get back Saturday night, so I'll call you Monday.
Yeah, yeah. Look forward to it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye. I lost my train of thought. Hello, Monte speaking. Hello? No worries. I just wanted to get back to you as far as the Pemberton Street listing go. Yeah, I know last we spoke. We spoke up about this property, I believe a couple of days ago. And I know you mentioned that they might be a little firm on their price. W- Um, I know you mentioned that they might be firm on their price at the 200,000 they're asking for. Okay. Oh, okay, gotcha. I think so. We didn't speak a couple of days ago. We spoke sometime last month. Yeah, yeah. Now that makes sense. Give me 1 second here. Hello?
Please respond.
Yes. Can I give you a call right back, please?
No problem.
Thanks. Can you hear me, Tony? Tony, can you hear me? Oh, fantastic. Okay. Um, yeah. So I guess since they did a recent price reduction, have you guys had any offers come through?
Have not had any offers come through as of.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we were still interested in this property, but we need to be a little lower than, well, not a little, quite a bit lower than the 199. Do you think that they're be open to hearing?
Number one down. But I did have, I did struggle with them to get the price down. So
Gotcha.
hopefully with this price, somebody feels that that's low enough that they'll bring an offer.
Yeah,
Have you, sir? You haven't seen it though, correct?
correct.
Okay. I mean, I would prefer again whatever you want, but I mean, if you schedule an appointment, get you in there to see it, and then make a proper adjustment off of that. And I
Right.
get that it's what you do. It's a business. Um, and I know you're trying to pick up. Really can't give a price without actually seeing the property, seeing what conditions it's in and what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. because if we were to go and take a look at all the properties we were interested in, we wouldn't really have much time to do it else.
which is a risk.
Right.
But you can, how you guys operate, what you do, but you gotta understand, we gotta protect our end of business.
Right, and that's totally understandable. What we'll do, we'll just see how it goes in the next like week or so, and if you guys get an offer, great. If not, we'll maybe we'll take a look at it or something.
I have no problems with it. But
All right.
I'm gonna keep your name and number on file here, and I have it in my books, but we'll give you a call should something happen.
Absolutely. If you have any other listings too that or anything that you have coming up, I would love to take a look at it and maybe we could work something out that way.
For it, once we do, yeah.
Fantastic. Thanks, Tony. I appreciate it. Bye. No worries. I'll keep this short and simple. We were able to run some numbers, and before we made an offer, I guess wanted to get you on the phone to see if it'd be worth putting it in writing. So, um, wanted to see your thoughts on mid twos.
So I thought you might say it's not at that level because it's not in that bad a shape, and
Okay.
with the money it is generating already and the potential, I know he's not going to go anywhere near that.
Okay.
So that's definite. Like I said, I would have a tough time right now convincing him to get around 300.
Right. I remember. Right. Right.
Yeah. Not going to be feasible. But
Okay.
I understand where you're coming from. In order to do that kind of work, we have had a couple people saying that because they want to do they want to gut the building and things. At some point, it may be, making sense or to some degree, but there's still a lot, that can be done. And by the time it's, really even more worn down or something, maybe that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you can get a place like that, if it's, it's all whether you can get a place like that at that price,
Right. Well, I mean,
a triplex.
if he's open to that, or I guess anything in negotiation wise, anything under
Yeah.
three, or just a price cut in general, I want to touch base again on this property.
For sure, and see
Okay.
where he comes to when he comes around. He's actually coming back from Florida on Sunday.
Okay.
So probably as we go into next week, we're going to start making some headway with a reassessment of what he should be doing there. I hope because otherwise it's not going to move. It has to be down closer to at least 300 right now, but due to the condition.
Right. I mean,
Yeah, because I'm sure you've seen the pictures, which is giving you a pretty idea.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I see him on Zillow here, but I know you guys were looking to do some type of work on Wednesday.
Yes.
What was that? What are you guys doing?
We're doing some of the the setup for the repairs, the slate and the brick.
Okay.
I'm not doing it, but I'm helping the guy because his truck all of a sudden had a major issue. So he has no vehicle that can bring it over, and I have a trailer that I'm going to bring the material and ladders over to him.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So yeah, so that's just a start on those repairs. So it's going to be a little bit of time on all that anyway.
Yeah. I mean, is he going to be back here for a long time, or is he traveling again?
No, he'll be back for a while. So yeah, like I
Okay.
said, they'll be working on it, and hopefully over the next. And you might see this if you're watching closely. I think we're going to withdraw it for a time to then reintroduce it with
The
maybe a
updates.
better price and some of these improvements done.
Okay. When were you looking to do that?
Well, like I said, after he gets back, so probably in about 2 weeks or so. That's what I'm
Gotcha.
thinking.
I mean, we could still do something off market if anything. You could still get your commission or whatever, how you want it.
I'll let you know where he's landing.
Okay.
It's point if he gets down there where you might want to talk about it again because like I said, right now there's not any talk that's going to be helpful because he's not even going to be back here. I'm not going to see him until next week.
Right. All right. Well, I guess just keep me updated, and if you have any other properties that I could take a look at as well, I would love to take a look at them.
All right, sure thing.
All right. Well, you enjoy the rest of your day, Francis.
You too, Monty.
Thank you. Bye.
Sure. Bye.
This is Diane.
Hey, Diane, Monte here. I'm getting back to you as far as the hi. I wanted to get back to you as far as Bigum, and before, we sent the offer over via email, I guess I just wanted to talk to you about where we would need to be at and see if it would make sense to put it in writing or not. Um, do you have a extra 30 seconds?
I do.
Fantastic. So we were looking to be in the low twos.
Hello?
What am I doing? Yes, can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, I think in order for us to feel comfortable moving forward with this property, we would need to be, yeah, in the low twos, 200.
Okay.
Oh, and what happened to that offer?
For inspection. I explained that yesterday when we had talked.
Right, right. Well, yeah, I mean, we'll be and now it's a cash investor, right? Oh, gotcha. Okay. And hmm, got it. Okay.
Towards the roof.
Yeah,
Wasn't gonna come to them. It's because of the roof.
right, right, right. And that's why they're firm because they want to get the money that they put into it, right?
Yes, yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Huh. Well, I don't think we could do the 279 right now. But let's say, yeah, absolutely. I mean, do you have any other listings we could potentially take a look at?
One in Ambridge. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that area.
Yeah, we're familiar with it. That's just a little north of our boundary there. And is that the only one you're looking at or you have? Gotcha. Okay. Is it okay for me to touch base with you about this property in a few weeks or so? Fantastic. I appreciate you answering.
You
Bye. Hey, Jeremy Monte here. How are you today?
All right, how much though?
Not too bad myself. Thanks for asking. I'm giving you a call about the listing on Admiral Woodson Lane.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm an investor. I was looking to add this or add a property in this area into my portfolio. And before, doing some research, I wanted to get in touch with you to see if you guys are negotiating with anybody or is it still on the table?
We just signed a contract with the current area that we are interested in the property.
Okay.
State inspections, it was over cancellation and or an addendum with a huge price reduction.
Mm,
So since that happened, my seller was put off by the investor, canceled the contract, and now they said that if somebody wants to view the property, they need to come through with their contractor and or inspector. And that when the offer comes in, there's no protected inspection period, and preferably they would like 20% hard money down, just so that they know the investor is determined to get the property. It needs a new roof, some landscaping. It could use some updated cabinets. A lot of the flooring was removed last year to where it is finished concrete. Some of
Okay.
the rooms, like the kitchen, bathrooms, are tile. But those are really the major things that need to be done. They have a regular termite protection plan, so they have a report for that. They've recently updated the electrical, so they have a report for that. More than likely, the AC and the water heater are going to need to be updated
Okay.
before too long. But if all of that being out there leaves you still interested in the property, they're more than happy to allow showings. We are negotiating with one other investor right now,
Okay.
and I've got a couple others that have said that they're interested, but nothing yet from them.
Got it. Okay. And so that you said the other buyer wasn't another investor and they did an inspection. So do they have an inspection report or did they not share that? Okay.
And they raise the numbers afterwards.
Got it. Right. Okay. And you said they did a huge price reduction other than what you guys are listed at right now.
What's that?
Was the price lower after they came back to you, less than what you are listed now?
It's
Okay.
the new offer is a little bit lower than that. The previous offer, that was the price that they came in at originally.
Gotcha.
Reduced it to their original offer price, but then they came back like another 30% lower.
Oh, wow.
So they weren't, yeah, the seller was like, no, I'm not interested. They're like, if that's the case, I'll put the roof on, I'll have somebody else do the updates, and then I'll turn around and sell it for market value.
Exactly. Especially if it only just needs a roof, you know? Okay.
I had a friend of mine who's a contractor look at it, and he's like, if you can do the work yourself, it would cost about 50,000 to update it to have it nice. But somebody that's going in using subs or hiring out, uh, you know, probably spend 100 on it, updating it if they wanted to live in it or turn it into a rental.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more. So that's why we figure with the market value in that area for that size without a pool, to be right around 500, maybe 525.
Okay.
They are still hoping for something with a 3 in front of it. So that's kind of where we're at in negotiations as well.
Gotcha. Let's see here. That's gonna be a little tough just based off the numbers you've given me. And you said if we didn't have our own crews, it will cost us roughly 100,000.
That's what we my guess, like if you were hiring it out, like if you went to put a roof on it, hire a company, it's probably going to be somewhere around like 15 to 18,000 for the roof. Flooring, if you did nicer tile throughout the house, that's going to be around 20 to 25,000. Maybe a little bit more depending on the material. Landscaping, it could use sod in the front yard and backyard, maybe even some updated vegetation. They did have like a putting green in the back that could probably use to be either removed or updated. So he figured around 6 to 8,000 there, hiring out a crew. He had crews that could do it, basically for not much more than a couple pallets of sod. And then the rest was just finishing stuff. They had the seller had, done some wood paneling and stuff on the interior, just to add some texture and some life to the property. He's an architect, but some of the stuff you can tell it's a little DIY, like it's not finished, it wasn't caulked or it wasn't completely painted, stuff
Yeah.
like that. So it's one of those houses where I've been telling investors, like, go in thinking of it as a tear down, and when you realize that it's a perfectly good structure, it just needs some updating. That there's plenty of margin to make on a flip.
Yeah.
But the seller is seriously turned off by
investors right now.
Yeah.
The last deal. So that's why they're asking for such a strong down payment.
Yeah, and especially if they waited until the last day of their inspection period too.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of cash investors do that, especially in a market like this, where houses are sitting, for a little bit longer, much longer than they were, the last couple of years. Um, I've seen it quite a bit
Okay.
where, the cash offer comes in last day, they do the same thing. It's kind of like standard operating procedures for a bunch of wholesalers out there, which is what I think we ended up getting instead of somebody who actually wanted the property for their portfolio.
Gotcha. Okay. So I guess, since I am an investor, I guess I could wait maybe a few days to let it simmer down a little bit. I am out of state though, so I'll have to get my crew together and see when we could come down there, if anything, especially if she's open or if she wants us to take a look at it before making an offer.
Yeah, or
Okay.
and really we're starting to get down to the wire because the seller's moving out of state
Mm-hmm.
and they want to close by the time that they're leaving, which is the 25th of this month. So I mean, honestly, I have a feeling that the one offer that we currently have in hand that we're going to negotiate and get under contract.
Yeah.
So if you want to, definitely keep an eye on it. If it's still on the market in a couple days, get back in touch with me. Let me know what your number is and how quickly you could get somebody to walk through it for you
Okay.
to give you an idea of like what their price would be to update it.
Yeah. And
And maybe we can see a showing for you.
it is they're not open to like renting it out since they have another
No.
place already.
They're not leaving this state with that property sitting there vacant. It needs to be sold by then. So if it's not through cash through one of the interested parties that we currently have,
Yeah.
I have an auction crew that will come in auction it off before they leave.
Got it. Okay, so they have other options as well.
Yep.
Okay. Well, yeah, see about this buyer that you have now, and if anything happens, it good or bad, reach out to me. I can see if we could get down there, or I can have my guy come take a look at it.
Yeah, for sure. Text me your information. I'll keep you in my I'll keep you in my contacts, and I've got a separate list of agents and or investors that I'm contacting on a regular basis regarding this property. So I'll add you
Oh,
to that
nice.
list.
Absolutely. I'll do that as soon as we hang up.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks, Jeremy.
You're welcome.
Bye.